This is the whacked up fever dream I've been needing. I sat there, ate my quiche, and wrote a poem. What a perfect day. What is considered art and what is considered murder? Hello guys, it's Amanda and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another reading vlog. I am so in the spring mood. I'm done. I'm done with winter and I am so ready for spring, but we are still in the depths of winter. So anyway, hello guys. It's a new week and I'm really excited. I am currently reading a really messed up book, and I mentioned it in my last vlog, and I'm really loving it, and I'm like devouring it, and that is none other than Bunny by Mona Awad, and look at how perfectly I match with it. This book I am loving so far. I am exactly halfway through. I am 55% of the way done with it, as says GoodReads. I've been wanting to get my hands on this for years. Ever since it came out, I was always like, first I was skeptical of it. I'm like, am I really gonna like that? And I've put it off for this long, and I finally picked it up a couple days ago, and oh my god, this is the whacked up fever dream I've been needing. So in this book, we are following our main character named Samantha. She is a student called Warren University, and she's doing her master's in writing, and she's a writer. She's written poetry, and her writing style has been criticized throughout the entire campus. She's always been as like the weird one, the outcast really of everyone. Her best friend Ava, we are following also, she is not at this school. She is like a pretty like punk rock girl, and she's Samantha's best friend. She's always saying like this school, like Ivy League equivalent. Samantha is a scholarship student. She does get that backlash. There are these 4 girls that she has seen for the last year at this school, and they are all very odd, but they're also beautiful, and they're called the Bunnies, as she calls them, the Bunnies. And it just so weird. Like, I can't even describe how weird this is. Samantha Heather Mackey is utterly repelled by the rest of her graduate fiction writing cohort at New England's elite Warren University, a clique of unbearably saccharine yet sinister rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. But everything changes when Samantha receives an invitation to the Bunnies' fabled smut salon, finds herself inexplicably drawn to their front door, ditching her only friend Ava in the process. As Samantha plunges deeper and deeper into the Bunnies' world and begins to take part in their monstrous experiments, the edges of reality begin to blur. Soon her friendships with Ava and the Bunnies will be brought into a deadly collision. So I mentioned this in my last video. In my mind, I'm like picturing Mean Girls meets Frankenstein meets The Secret History, but girls. And I'm here for it. I really love the writing style. This is actually my first Mona Awad book. I have 2 of her other books, and I've been meaning to read those, but this is the first one that I picked up, and I'm very much impressed. So I really love that this is like a dark academia style book. I love that they're all writers, and like the whole point of the book is what are you willing to do to make your writing the best? And I just really like that dynamic, and it is weird, and half the time it feels like you're reading like a freaking fever dream. The way it's written I really like, because it's all stream of consciousness kind of, which I like, because you're just reading it and you see Samantha slowly going deeper and deeper into the madness that is the Bunnies, and I love how that's written, and I love these little like hints and foreshadowing and poetic devices and literary devices that are being used in this. And I love picking up on these things, because being a writer myself, I love this. So I have been devouring this. I haven't had much time to read, but like I could do this in one sitting, and that's really what I want to do. I want to finish this book in this vlog. Like I said, I have literally just halfway to go, which is only 150-ish pages, if that. But yeah, I really just want to dive deep and just finish this because I'm loving it so much. That is the reading update, and I'll update you guys more once I read more of it. But yeah, that's what I was reading a bit of last night, as you guys saw in the beginning clips of this vlog. I do have more plans for this vlog. Tomorrow I am going to go book shopping. A lot of new releases have come out and I am so ready for them and I cannot wait to grab them. Right now I have like 4 books I think I have in mind to buy tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, the new and final Emily Wilde book comes out and I really need to get my hands on that. So that's the main book that I'm going for, but I do have a couple other books that I'm looking at and I will get into those more tomorrow when I do go to the bookstore. I am really excited for these reading plans and yeah, I'm really just excited to continue my fever dream that is Bunny, and I hope you guys are too. So I'll update you when I read more of this. In the car yet again. So it's the next day. I read a bit more of Bunny last night and a little bit this morning. I was like up for a while last night, so I just read and banged out a couple chapters of Bunny, and it's just getting weirder and weirder and I'm all here for it. So yeah, it's been really, really fun and I'm really enjoying it. This is like the 3rd consecutive vlog where I am in this exact spot, driving in the same exact area and same patch of road. I am headed now to the bookstore. I'm headed to Barnes & Noble, our one and only, and I am wanting to pick up some new releases that I mentioned a little bit of yesterday. I mentioned I want to get the final book in the Emily Wilde series. From what I heard, this is the 3rd and final book in the Emily Wilde series. That's at least as I'm finding out on GoodReads, I think. If I'm wrong, forgive me. Either way, I'm getting it and I'm really excited to. Today is February 11th as I'm filming this, so today it comes out today. So I am getting my booty over there to get myself a copy. Then I'm looking for a couple other newer releases. I'm probably gonna butcher the titles right now because I can't pull them up. The one is Victorian Psycho. The cover of this looks just gorgeous and I want it anyway. I've heard that it's just really good. Obviously set in the Victorian time period and that's all I need to like it, really. Another book I'm looking for is The Rose Bargain. This is a new YA and it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and you guys know how much I love Beauty and the Beast retellings. I was going to look for that, and then the final book I was looking for is called Something Below the Garden, or Buried in the Garden, or something. Those 4 are what I'm going in for today, and I'm hopefully going to find them all and get them all, and it's going to be great. I'm trying my very hardest to limit myself to those 4 and those 4 only, but going into Barnes & Noble anymore is a very dangerous game because you see what you're going for, then you see other things that you weren't looking for, but then you really want those too, and then your bank account is ruined. It's a very dangerous game and I'm very excited to play. Anyway, so that's the plan. So I will meet you guys. I will see you guys at Barnes & Noble. was gonna vlog talking a bit more in there, but I was just freezing in there and I just need to turn up all the heat. I'm very happy because I found everything that I was going to get and I bought them all. I technically went over my rule. I said I was going to buy those 4 and those 4 only. Well, I wasn't that bad. I got the 4 I was talking about. I got the new Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales, the 3rd and final book in the series, and I'm really excited to have this finally in my possession. 3rd installment in the heartwarming and enchanting Emily Wilde series about a scholar of folklore and the fae prince she loves. I love this. I cannot wait to read this. I got the paperback of the 2nd book, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, so I got this because I have the paperback of the 1st book, the 1st Emily Wilde book. I have the other paperback and this, the UK cover, paperback and hardback of the 1st book, and now I wanted to do the same for the 2nd book, so I got the 2nd book in paperback, so whenever they come out with the last one in paperback, I'll get that paperback. That's my system, and I'm sticking to it. Then I got Victorian Psycho. The cover alone, I love. And it's honestly smaller than I thought it would be. I legit know nothing about it, and half of me wants to just know nothing about it. Oh. Continued on the back flap. Brimming with wit and culminating in a shocking conclusion, Victorian Psycho plunges readers into a chilling mind of an iconic new literary psychopath. Perfect. Then I got the Rose Bargain. When one makes a fairy bargain, one must be prepared to pay the price. People say that this is both lush and dangerous, like flower petals tipped with poison, like biting into the perfect piece of fairy fruit. Dark and deliciously sweet, an instant classic, a smoldering romance that delivers all of your fantasy cravings. I'm excited. The cover is gorgeous, even more pretty in person. And Stephanie Garber is on the front cover and says deliciously dark and romantic. I love Stephanie Garber, so I hope she doesn't do me wrong with this one. And then the final one I got was At the Bottom of the Garden, a gothic masterpiece. Some secrets are better left buried. This is giving like dark gothic, coming out of winter, slowly coming into spring, and just like everything's coming back to life, but also decaying at the same time. I don't know. And there's a crow. There's a crow. I love my crows and my ravens. Again, I know nothing about this book. Murderess becomes the guardian of 2 very unusual girls in this mesmerizing gothic novel from the acclaimed author Camilla Bruce. The back of this, the first line is, Clara Woods is a killer, and I'm perfectly fine with it too. So what if she takes a couple of lives to make her own a little bit better? At the very bottom of her garden is a flower bed, long overgrown, where her late husband rests in peace, or so she always thought. Then the girls arrive. Lily and Violet are her nieces, recently orphaned after their parents died on an ill-fated anniversary trip. Lily and Violet have become liabilities, and they know far more than they should. So all of these are new releases, except for Map of the Otherlands. I'm really excited for these, and I'm very happy that I got them today. I am going to head home. I did read a little bit of Bunny in there, but not a lot, because it was kind of loud. I sat there, ate my quiche, and wrote a poem. What a perfect day. And I will see you guys when I get home. Hopefully I will curl up and be cozy and read more of Bunny. All right, I'll see you at home. Okay, so some things have happened. Last night I finished Bunny by Mona Awad. I finally finished it last night. I pretty much just hunkered down and finished it, and I have my reaction right here. I don't know really how to feel about it, honestly. I loved it. I really did. I really loved it, and I was not expecting that, and I'm obviously not going to give away any spoilers, but I love twists like that. There was obviously the big twist that happens, but then there was like small little twists that happen afterwards, which I really love. I really love books that do that, especially like horror thriller novels where it's the big twist, but then there's tiny little twists hidden afterwards. So it's not just like, oh, the twist is over and now you get it and it's over with. No, you're still figuring it out to the very, very last sentence. And I really, really loved it. So I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It's nothing like anything like I've read before. This was a effed up fever dream that I didn't want to wake up from. So there, that's the book. That's all the book is just a messed up fever dream, and it's so freaking weird and gory and bloody, but also so beautiful with its prose and poetry, of course, in it, because we are following 5 writers. Ooh, it's dark, it's creepy, it's how far are you willing to go to make art, and what is considered art, and what is considered murder and gross and inhumane and psychotic, but it's all so beautiful in its own weird up way. The entire book goes into what is art and what we depict as art and how far we're willing to go to make said art. And I'll read this quote at the very end. It's very vague. It's not really a spoiler, but it is at the very end. I mean, Samantha, if you can't tell the difference between reality and illusion, we can't help you. We really can't. A true artist knows the difference. I remember learning that that's actually the difference between an actual artist and, like, an insane person, you know? We learned that in high school. At least we learned it in mine. If you look deep and hard inside yourself, you'll finally see. I think you'll see that this was all for the best in the end. I mean, we were always like, you do you, but still, this had to come to an end at some point, didn't it? I mean, you're about to go into the real world, aren't you, Samantha? You can't be having these sorts of attachments. And I think I'll leave it at that. For a good while throughout the book, I really didn't know what the hell was happening, especially towards the end, like the last 50 pages, you're like, what in the actual hell is happening? And I absolutely loved it. More and more things are making sense, but more and more things are making no sense at the same time. Anyway, so that is my final thoughts on Bunny. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this to any horror lover who loves to write and loves the whole really dark aspects of dark academia, of course. That concludes that book, and this concludes this reading vlog. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you have not already, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time that I upload. I upload every single week. And if you want to find me anywhere else for any more bookish content like this, you can find me on Instagram, GoodReads, Pinterest, and in between the pages of a book. And as always, remember to be the Captain Jack Sparrow of your story, and may your compass lead you to amazing things. And I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.